Hey guys, it's me. Today's video is going to be very specific. I know I've made other videos about toxic people, abusive people, and how to handle that, but this one is going to be specifically about cyberbullying. Now, in layman's terms, cyberbullying is when you use any computerized means of communication or social media to threaten, embarrass, or otherwise cause social problems to other people. Not a sad fact is it's not just children who are cyberbullied and who do cyberbullying. Adults are also the perpetrators and the victims. I've read that as many as 6 out of 10 people have been victims of cyberbullying at one or more points in their life. Those of you who have been watching my videos over the last 4 days, you're aware that I was cyberbullied by an ex-friend. And you also know that I was very careful in not giving away this person's gender, name, or location to protect their privacy. Because if I were to go out and exclaim to everyone, hey, this person living in this location bullied me this way. A big point is don't resort to bullying when you are bullied. You want to maintain your innocence and not fight fire with fire in this case. I shared an article on my public Facebook for all you guys, and it's from cyberbullying.org. And the article is advice for adult victims of cyberbullying. Because yes, grown-ups get cyberbullied as well. Now in this video, I'm just going to skim over the article and tell you the main points, with a few bits of information that I thought of as well. In this article, it states that cyberbullying happens to and by adults, and that the effect can be just as detrimental as it is when a child gets bullied. The very first point in this article, which I wholeheartedly agree with, is that you need to keep evidence of the bullying. They can be private messages, posts, comments on your posts, and other things like that. And if there are ways that you can determine who is making the comments, you need to document that. The second thing you can do is contact the service or content provider through which the bullying is occurring. For example, if you're being cyberbullied on Facebook or YouTube, you can report your bully or bullies to the administrator of those websites, and you can also block them so that they won't have access to you through those websites anymore. If it is determined that your bully or bullies is in fact guilty, in most cases the page administrators will take down that bully's account. Because fortunately, most social websites have a no tolerance policy when it comes to bullying. But you can't just sit and do nothing and expect the situation to be fixed. You have to take steps. Like I already mentioned, document the bullying. Save any and all messages or comments that the bully has made towards you. So the simplest way to do that is take screenshots. Take screenshots, save them in a folder so you won't lose them. And if the bully sends you video messages, download and save those messages so that you can present them to the police as undeniable proof if need be. Now the second point is to be careful not to retaliate, which is what I was stating a little earlier. It can be very tempting to, when someone's bullying you, using your secrets against you, it can be very tempting to use what you know about them against them in return. But that only makes it worse. You want to maintain your innocence. You want to maintain and have it be true that you did nothing to aggravate this. You did nothing to contribute to this. All you did was exist, and this bully was picking on you and harassing you. If the bully or bullies and their comments or whatnot are threatening to your health, safety, social standing, or job, you need to contact local law enforcement. They can determine if the threats are real, and if they are, the police will formally investigate, and any evidence they have collected will aid in that investigation. You need to also take time to check your state laws. Some states have official anti-cyberbullying laws. Wisconsin is one of them. In Wisconsin, cyberbullying is a misdemeanor, and it states specifically, it is a misdemeanor if someone uses a computerized communication system to frighten, intimidate, threaten, abuse, or otherwise harass another person. And it is also against the law to harass, annoy, or offend another person. Now, I'm not talking about, oh, you eat meat, I'm offended. Oh, you don't support this specific thing, I'm offended. It's not about that. It's talking about if you go purposefully out of your way to get under someone's skin with the intent to hurt or make them angry, that's when it's illegal. Now, another point in the article is if the threats or comments are detrimental, you can consult with an attorney to see if you can launch a court case against them, or have your attorney send them a formal letter warning them to cease and desist all bullying. But unfortunately, most attorneys do not work for free, and legal fees are not cheap either. In many cases, it's difficult for the jury or the judge to determine how much money and damages should be awarded to the bullying victims. Like in this article, it mentions that the writer was a juror on a case where someone was cyberbullied on AOL chat. Everyone agreed that the bully was in the wrong, but it was difficult to determine how much money and damages should be awarded to the person. Unfortunately, their losses added up to about $1,000, but their legal bills were most likely in the tens of thousands of dollars. So in most cases, going with an attorney is not cost effective. It's best to just stick with local law enforcement. And if the bullying is happening from another state, then you can consult with your local law enforcement and ask them if it would be at all helpful for yourself to contact the local law enforcement where the bully lives. The main point I want to have stick in your guys' memory is keep documentation. Save screenshots, save any video files sent to you from the bully. That way you have proof, and it's not just hearsay. And do not fight fire with fire. Do not bully your bullies. Now, in my case, unfortunately, you guys know what happened. But like I mentioned earlier, I was very cautious to not name the person, their location, or if they were male or female. Because I don't want to be labeled as a cyberbully and have it actually be true. The one way I cope is I make videos, like you guys have seen. And I insist on stating this person. That way, they won't be bullied by people who stand up for myself. And they will not be able to report my videos to anyone and truly accurately claim that I was cyberbullying in response. Now, I got a message to my public page from the person bullying me, and I had banned that person from my page because I did not want to deal with them anymore, because at this point the bridge is burnt and the cavern under the bridge was blown up too by their actions. Now, unfortunately, I did care greatly for this person, but they clearly did not share the same compassion for me. And this person saw my videos and accused me of public slander. But how can you accuse someone of public slander if they never use your name? That's what I would like to know. And this person threatened to get the police involved if I don't stop. But since, again, I maintain my innocence by not stating their name, gender, or location, I think law enforcement would side with me, given that I have screenshots of everything and proof that they were the ones attacking me. So, save any and all evidence of yourself being bullied, because it might just save you a lot of trouble. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. I hope those of you who have been cyberbullied or are in the process take some comfort in this video and knowing what to do should it happen again or should it continue. And those of you who are cyberbullies, you need to cut it out. You're not accomplishing anything. You're not winning anyone over to your side. All you're doing is poisoning the well of your friendships. And what do you do when a well is poisoned? You dig a different well, and you stop visiting the poisoned one. So for those of you who bully or have bullied, I advise you to stop, because you get more results that you want through being nice, compassionate, and patient than you do by just outright turning mean. I hope you guys have a good rest of the week without bullying. Take care.